Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And as you could probably tell from the thumbnail, third time's a charm. I've tried pairing a particular species now twice to no avail, and I've mastered looking after them now. So that's what I've got in here from the Spidershop. So I'm going to go straight into unboxing them and I'll show you what I've got. So in here, if I can get to it, got a couple of enclosures. Also, right, I'll just put the box down, you don't need to see in there. Right, I've got two enclosures like that from the Spidershop. You would have seen I had these before, the smaller ones. So these are the medium terrariums. Let's get rid of that. You know, I absolutely love these on my channel. I don't know, the ones I've got in here I'm going to put into this enclosure. I could do, I think it's perfect enough size, but I may use the glass enclosures I've got up there, which I'll show you in a bit, but I'll make a decision in a minute. So there's one. Let's get rid of these. Oh, there we go, I can see them. Wow. Right, so what it was, the Piloctenus haematostoma, and it is the red fang wandering spider. Now in there is the adult male, if you can see that there. So I'll just place that there. Hopefully it won't roll off somewhere. And I've got an adult female as well, which is really brilliant. Both of those in there. Now the reason I've got these is I've had them before, and I've had an adult pair before, and the male matured out, let me see. The male matured out perfectly, but because of how I set them up, I kept them so well by giving them multiple hiding spots. You never really see them during the day. They're always out at night on their nocturnal and they'll wander around, hence the wandering spider. So I thought I'd wait a week and it died. So then I got another pair. I got 3 or 4, I think, actually, and I raised them from tiny little slings. And as a true spider, they don't live very long. So that's one thing to note. So if you can get the female to mature before the male, will be brilliant. But when the males mature, on the second one, he matured, but the female molted. So I had to wait, but then the male died again in about, I think it was 8-9 days after he matured out. And I've realised now that the males, because I've had more than one, they don't live any more than 2 weeks after they've molted. They die extremely quick. So the timing is very hard. But keeping these, I see that they're aggressive, what people say. I haven't found that whatsoever, and I've had wild caught adults before and I don't find them aggressive. When you first get them out, they can be defensive, but once you set them up and you give them enough hiding spaces, when I see them and I feed them, they run out. As you see on my previous videos, you can go check that out. They run out, catch the prey, and it's kind of, it makes you jump the way they explode. And if you can catch them at night time and catch them out, they then do this little display and dance. But other than that, never had anything from mine. They just walk out, I can take the lid off, leave it there, feed them, do whatever I want, and I have never been threatened by them at all or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to rehouse these. I'm going to put the female in her enclosure, probably going to use the glass enclosure because I want to use these plastic ones for something else. And then the male I'm going to rehouse in another smaller enclosure just so I can keep an eye on it, and I'm going to give it a day or so and then put him in straight away. I just want the female to settle and then put the male in because he's not going to live too long. I'm going to have a good look at him. If he looks frail and fragile, I may just put him in tomorrow after she's been in a day, because I want to get him in because I know they don't live too long. So bear with me, I'll set up the enclosures and I'll get back to you. Right, so I've done 2 enclosures. I've done a bigger glass one here and a smaller glass one there. That one's going to be for the male and this one's going to be for the female. So I'll show you the male one first. So that is all I've done. Just put a little bit of fake plant in there, some cocoa fibre and some potting soil mix, and just a slight hiding place under there. and on top, because this one should be out because it's mature, and then a water dish which I'll fill up in a second, and that is all that's needed for that. For the female, I've put it in one of these bigger 30, I think it's 25 by 25, I'm not too sure, but these are the bigger ones. And I've just done it like this, so they've got like 3 points of places to hide, and what they'll do is they'll dig down in there, or they'll hide down in there, or they'll sit right up front here and explode out. So that's the way I've set it up, just a little bit of fake plant there and at the front, and then the water dish there as well. So I think first off what we'll do is we'll rehouse the male. There we go. Lid is ready. Oh, it's probably just going to come out by itself, but let me just grab a little stick. Got a catch cup just in case, because these can be very fast. Let's just turn that around there. I think what I might do is just place that in, and then we can lift that off. See if I've done this right. Move my hands right out of the way. There we go. There we go. Look at the pattern on it, absolutely stunning. Really good condition, this one. Okay, let's just move that out of the way. So I've made sure it's got some water in the water dish. And I might even try and put a little cricket in there just to see if it will take. You never know. Some do, some don't. But let's just put the lid on that one. Right, so the female heads up this side. Let's see what happens. Point it away from you. Go, lid straight off. Wow, she's got into a threat. I've got to try and see if I can get her out. She's upside down at the minute. There we go, so I'm able to see it now. Look at that, stunning. Needs to be fed a bit more. There we go, that should just disappear. There we go, so what I've done is I've just rehoused it in this enclosure, and it went exactly where I thought it would go. But what I've also done is I've left a large cricket in there as well, because I know it will take that later on this evening once it gets dark in the spider room, and it would be absolutely fine. So watch out for an update on this one. I'm probably going to give it a day or so if the male's doing okay, and then I'm going to put the male straight in, and hopefully we can get a pair, and hopefully I catch it, because I know the males do not last a long time. So that looks nice, that looks crisp, and I'm third time lucky with the red fang wandering spider. Catch you on the next one.